Bugs, this is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing, extended, beautiful family. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you tell me about your empathic gift. And if you feel like the videos give you a good vibe, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times and just needing confirmation, validation towards life path, or even soul purposes, or even spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share them while you're at it. Give your thumbs up, like, and also share the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support. It's gratefully appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the video I'm about to do today is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, you got that dope soul and the essence projected hidden beauty. Take notice within your magic, even if others don't. And that's so true. It's just, starting a new year, we have to allow ourselves to get into a new vibe of concept within our lives, how we choose to move, how we look at different things that's unfolding in our lives, whether it's good or it's bad. Everything shows a lesson to it. Being able to understand, even if you have gone through so many struggles into your life, is creating something that you never was able to, just even comprehend that was taking place for your life. A lot of things has been taking place for a lot of people, ups, downs, sadness, anger, confusion, and it's all okay. You have to be able to allow yourself to appreciate all those vibes that you're bringing. I've been in a lot of emotion, but it's been, it's like one of those happy tears because you've done seen, even through, the sun, sleep, hail, rain, whatever I went through, I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life that, continue to be there. I'm grateful for the ones that have parted ways, for them to find their own vibe, or even on their own journey is still appreciated. I just want to see everybody grow. Just go ahead and reach the pinnacles you're aiming for, even if I'm not there to be able to celebrate it with you. I say I'm not that type of person now. It's just like, even if I no longer talk to somebody, I wish them well, wish them the best. Even when people, go out and hurt you, you still wish them the best. You're creating something of a new for yourself. You're evolving in very powerful ways. A lot of times we can get stuck in confusion because we feel like we have to know everything from point A to point B to point C, and it's just, God's just saying, allow yourself to flow with fluid. Just allow yourself to trust the process. And a lot of times that's hard, especially if you have been having very low moments and it just feels like, you've been lowballed, around every corner. You're struggling in so many different ways. You're trying to find your way, and that's okay. When you allow yourself to keep it real with yourself, and a lot of times it's hard for us to be able to do that because there would be certain things that could be, that you may not want to accept the truth about yourself or even truth about others. You have to be able to accept the realness within all the real that has taken place, because it's creating something better for you. Even if you have to walk on that journey alone, that is perfectly fine. Just being able to see so many different things that's taking place in my life, being able to see the beauty in every vibe I've been through. You got to celebrate yourself in every way. It took a lot to become the person you are. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be at right now, it's creating a lot of calm clarity. You have to be able to allow yourself to just focus on that, being selective about what you think about. It could be, you're going through financial struggles, you're trying to work on creativity that the universe has guided you to do through your mission of purpose, just not to help yourself, but help others, and there's a lot of different things that's coming into your mind. When you allow yourself to calm your mind, you hear so much, and it's just that I'm at that vibe, like, it's a new year. I want to be able to see things in a different way, allowing myself to even see the worst of the worst and still try to find a blessing in amongst that battle that I'm facing, and it's not easy for you to do that. A lot of times we second guess ourselves and don't realize how strong we can be, Being able to allow yourself to, only thing that matters is how you see yourself, how you know yourself. Only person that know you better than yourself is God. And a lot of times people overlook different things that that you have the value, and that's okay as well. And it's just like so many different things. It's just like for the last few days, which I've totally missed y'all, but I had to be on my own vibe. It was just like things were just so crazy. But then it's just like when I allow myself to really like step back, it was okay when I got out my feelings and say, girl, you needed that. You needed everything that came towards you. You needed that because it's making you strong and a fierce vibe. And you got a dope soul. You really have to, be able to tell yourself that every day, every morning you wake up and say, I'm attracting so many abundant vibrations. Everything that's going to go for me is going to soar me. If it's not growing me, it don't involve me. If it don't resonate, if it don't apply, let it fly. You have to be able to allow yourself to do that. As soon as I said that, it was like 555 on my timer. And you're going through very powerful change right now. You may not understand what's taking place into your life. You may not know what's around that corner, and it's okay. Because if you're moving through honest intentions, you're moving through positive intentions, even when it just feel like God just constantly keep putting you on that rocky road where you just trying to hold on. You have to be able to do that. Buckle your seatbelts because he's going to take you on a ride. And it's just a lot of things are ending for new beginnings is coming up. Don't ever take those things for granted. It's just like being able to appreciate every vibe you done went through. If you were trying to fill a void, now you're allowing yourself to just move forward, and focus on what's important to you. Focus on what can really take you towards that vibe. God will always send you, when he gives you that test, that vision, that dream, he gonna test you. A lot of different things you fighting within yourself, it's gonna come up and you can't avoid them anymore. And it's just so many different daggone things has been happening to us, one after another. And it's just like certain things that has came into our lives that has affected us within a collective. And the beauty out of those sad situations that created something, better, positive, whatever. It had a purpose for everything that you were facing at that point. But it's just like you have to recognize that, like, whether or not that other people don't. There'll be different times where it feels like, people are taking me for granted, or I don't feel like I'm being understood. I don't think that I'm being heard or even being seen. It's okay long as you see you. That's what is important, what you instill into yourself. So you have to be, universe always telling us, be careful where your vibes tend to go to. Be careful what you choose to focus on, because what you focus on, you bring into your reality. Even if things are just not going your way and it just seems like, it's like a battle is constantly, being intentionally placed on you. You have to understand there's a lot of things that where your vibe intimidates a lot of your fear. It's just like, if it's fear, why don't they focus on themselves? A lot of times it's hard for people to do that, because when they focus on themselves, that means they have to be honest about a lot of things. They have to be able to be holding themselves accountable for their actions, for what they placed in the vibe, what they placed in the pot. And that takes, a level of realness. Not a lot of people, that's not for the weak at heart. It's not for the faint at heart. And it's just like, I see a lot of people, including myself, and seeing how many emotions we went through when we were trying to focus on being positive, trying to be able to see things from a higher vibe than the level of our perception of doubt, fear, resentment, anger, anything else. And that takes a lot of energy, because there's a lot of times I'm like, why am I meditating when I meditate? And then I'm seeing different things that's coming up, but just allowing myself to give gratitude towards all of that, be able to let go. And I'm always so tired. I'm like, girl, that takes energy. That takes energy. It takes a lot when you stay focused on everything that somebody has done to you, what people try to block you from, how they disrespected you, all those different things. But then it's just like we're allowing ourselves to live in that moment of static, static. That was very negative. And I was at that time, even towards the things that really just, set confusion on you, where you were just trying to be able to allow yourself to stay focused, create that, allow yourself to even see the worst of the worst, being able to say, you know what, I needed that. A lot of things is being revealed, that is taking place in your life. Is something that's needed into your life. You have to give it time. You just say, is this something that God has for me? A lot of times he'll allow you to know just by blocking that. That projection of rejection is for your own protection. So he'll allow you to see different things, and it'll happen in an instant if he blocks it. But then a lot of times you have to go through these lessons of whatever road you being faced or what people we connecting, because there's a lot of people that we're connecting in, and it may be short-lived or it may be for a long time. But it is just like there are certain things that we stay in connection for, because we have to learn from each other. There's lessons that we probably has been repetitive from different timelines, and it finally came into a close, because a lot of things is just like closing up right now. You're ending emotional connections. You're even ending emotional chapters into your life. Cosmic karmic cycles are starting to be able to reflect on understanding why this was needing to take place for you. Do you understand what was being taught to you? Do you actually appreciate it? And it's just like when I've been going through a lot of self-reflecting, and it's just like today, it's like I was crying, but it was like from a good cry, like, girl, you done been through it, you were getting to it, and you're getting through it. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I had to really appreciate all that, even, the people that were sent in my life to do not positive things, but I appreciate that too, because it shows me my ability to whatever I got to face, I will overcome. And you have to be able to see it as that. And it's just that vibe where universes want you to see yourself as a higher level, not in a place where you're being what it is, word condescending or narcissistic, or you're being like you're overly confident, but you have to be able to believe in yourself. And if that is where people want to say, oh, you think you all that, no. I know I'm all that, but this is my vibe on being able to say, I know what I faced. I know what I went through. I know the times, how many times I don't fail, how many times I don't, that vibe of hitting that brick wall, but just being able to shake myself off and being able to bounce back even stronger. You had that audacity to be that way, because if you don't believe in yourself and you're not giving yourself that top tier of a vibe saying, you know what, you got it. You got it. You done been through stuff, and you have to be able to really, if you can't vibe for you, how you expect somebody else to vibe for you? When you allow yourself to be walked on and stuff like that, people see that and they will use your kindness for a weakness. And you have to be that person. You still dope. You still, you still got that alpha vibe, whether you're a male or a female. You know what you're wanting in your life. You know what you're going after. You're not going to lack on anything. This is where, we had to go through those different things in our lives to where we had to be boxed in that cage, or boxed in that corner, to really reevaluate ourselves and understand where we're trying to go. And you have to be grateful, show gratitude towards everything into your life, because it created something within you. You had to see within yourself, because a lot of things we have forgotten when it comes to ourselves. And a lot of times it takes for you to remember who you are to the core is mishaps, misfortune, anger, resentment, different things that happen in your life that really hit you in a very harmful way. Because a lot of times, if you blessed to where you have a supportive vibe, people are supporting you because of who you are, and not, what you can bring to the table, but it's just about that vibe. It's like, I don't know what kind of vibe they got, but that mess feel good. And I want to be able to ride with that person, and it makes me want to ride for that person, because they make me want to ride for myself even better. And those are the vibes that we have to be in that collective mode for. When you're allowing yourself to say, you know what, I want to seize every opportunity that the universe is bringing to my way. I'm going to recognize my own light, even when other people are not able to find it. But you have to understand, a lot of times people can't vibe with that if they don't understand it. But then there's people that actually vibe with it, and they, you are that person is giving them, even if it's a short period of time, you're giving them that vibe to where they can show, like, this person, I've been through some stuff. I don't see that person that even, they went through it, they got to it, and they got over it. And they still kept going, even when they showed there was so much hatred towards that person, but they still projected some kind of love and peace and commitment of showing compassion towards other people, even when it was reflected towards them as not doing that. Sometimes you have to be able to show love, from a distance, but then you have to also allow yourself to never be taken advantage of as well. You had to go through those times where there was hidden intent for different things. There's times when we disrespected ourselves just for sitting up here seeing what we condone to, what we entertain, what we stayed clinging on to. And now it's at that vibe when you've gone through that so many times, it's like your vibe won't even allow you to even entertain stuff like that. You have to be in that focus to where, there's a destiny of pentacles I'm really trying to reach. And if this is not nourishing me, flourishing me, it has to be able to disconnect. I ain't got that time. I'm aiming for the stars, and I'm going to keep going past that because I've earned that in my life, regardless of what people feel like I deserve or what should have been them, what should have been that, what should have been this. And it's like, I want to see you grow, even if it's not growing with me. And it's just like you send blessings towards everybody's way that is in your life, that is not even in your life, because they taught you so much about yourself, so much of things that you have to recognize. It's just like, sometimes we have to go through that struggle to find our own fame, even through when it, grew in pain, and you have to be able to do that. And it shows you where your strength lies at. And they want you to recognize that on every level of your life. This is a new year. So we have to have that vibe that's new. Because you're evolving in ways that you didn't see coming. You may feel it at times, you don't. It'll catch you by surprise. And a lot of times we had to face the uncomfortableness. That's where your blessings tend to come at, in uncomfortable situations, uncomfortable, chapters, vibes of uncomfortability. When you thrive in a lot of that stuff, it's like it's going to feel like you're resisting it at times. And sometimes you have to be able to shake yourself out of it. And it's just like, look, you've been placed here to create something better. Reason why you stand out is because you weren't supposed to be in that line with everything else. You're not a carbon copy. You're original of originals. You can't be like everybody else. When you allow yourself to be seen in every way, I tell y'all all the time, there'll be vibes, there'll be people I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna help you. But if I'm in that vibe, and I say that a lot, I say I love everybody that I help. I love the fact that I can sit up here and give that good vibe out, but I tell people I got my days where I want to give up. I got my days where I hate the world. I got my days where I felt like life just isn't fair, or it just seemed like the enemy is overcoming me. But then there's vibes to saying I can't be stopped. Whatever's for me is going to continue to be for me. God knows my purpose. God knows my intentions. It's okay to be not okay all the time. And I keep that real with anybody. I tell people real quick, don't try to fake a funk and saying everything is good, when it's not. It is just like, but at the same time, you say things are going to still be good even when I'm in my worst vibe, because you're creating to say this too shall pass. Now that's a whole different story. Where people are like, they don't bother me, girl, I'm good, knowing they breaking their heart. But then you're like, what, everything is good. Even when life isn't good for me, it's going to be good. I had to be able to face this. I had to go through my vibes of suffering. I had to go through my vibes of confusion within myself, within my past, within my purpose. That's what gives you those, that's what gives you those flowers of consistency within yourself. When you allow yourself to open up and healing is not easy. Finding yourself is not easy. There'll be days where you hate your own self. You get tired of your own ish, but it's okay. You go through all those vibes. You're going through a chapter of change. And that's what universe wants us to be able to, understand. We go through that chapter of change in our lives. And even when we don't understand it, it's going to give us clarity when God sees fit for that. So it's just like, this is a new year for you, a new year for everybody. We can't go moving forward through the old vibes that wasn't really getting us there. It got us there, but now it's at that time where you got to change your movement. You got to change the way you see things, change what you focus on, appreciating everything that brought lessons that's taking you towards progression. The good, the bad, the ugly, the sad, the happy, All those good things is coming into your life. You had to go through that because it taught you so much about yourself, the choices you make. Did I learn lessons for what to do and what not to do, what to speak on and what I need to be quiet for? Not everybody is meant to see the visions that I have. That's why God gave them to me. That's why the universe gave them to me. Everybody got a purpose in life. A lot of times we don't understand that purpose until that purpose done connected with us. We go looking for it, and it takes that moment for you to be able to see it within yourself. Allowing yourself to never place judgment on people. That's hard for us not to do. At times we get mad when certain things don't go our way, or certain things didn't, last long as it was, and it's all right. Everything has that expiration date. Every time got to change to it. And we have to be able to stay in that accord to be able to understand that you can just wish the best on everything, but being able to allow yourself to know you're your own manifestation. Whether if you want to manifest all chaos and clear chaos and confusion, that's what you're going to be manifesting. When you're allowing yourself to, even when you're uncertain, for sure about what you're trying to bring into your life. And that's what universe wants you to do. I don't know what I want to bring in my life, but I'm searching for that. I'm being guided towards that. Even if certain things that I don't understand, universe is going to give me some kind of way that he's going to be able to translate that for me to be able to, focus. I said, real quick, I'm a dumbitdown.com for me. I want it simple to be able to understand where is my next level guiding me towards. Am I going to let anything hold me back? No. Am I allowing myself to be placed in fear because of the enemy lines that surround me, the known and the unknown? No. Because it's like when God's for you, don't matter who is against you. God has something for you that nobody can't touch. He got doors is open that nobody can't touch, and it's like when you sure about where your protection is coming from and where you trying to go, and you giving that attitude of gratitude to be able to stay, relevant within yourself. Oh shoot, you already know. Universe know when you trying to make these power moves for yourself, they gonna help you out in every way. Like, hey, I want to get bro down. He was like he a god. I want to be able to help him. He finding out that God that was forgotten in him. Or, I see that sister over there. They really trying to make them moves, even when they don't know how they're doing it. They trying to see up here and move quick. So let me go ahead and put that vibe out here. Let me go ahead and drop them little Easter eggs, because I see that they're putting all that in there. When you're moving in good intentions, good is going to always come towards you. Even when you feel like all the negative is coming to you, that's that larger, that law of karma is coming in very, very deep right now, And it's just like, now it's at that point, you have to be very careful about what you wish on people, or different enemies that came in your life and really just tore some stuff up in your life. You still wish them best. You need to do that. Don't place no hurt. Don't place no pain on them. You can't hurt people that are already in their vibration of misery. You can't do that. You got to give them more prayers than you give yourself at times, because you are being that bold one. You were chosen. And for you to be chosen like that, ain't nothing going to come easy for us. It's not. Even in our own crew of tribes, we'll have some folks in there that'll be quick to stab you in your back as soon as you ain't looking. But it's okay. They ain't got nothing to do with you. That they're showing their character and their ways on how they find with you, or they connect with you. You showing your character by saying, I know you got whatever you got going over there ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not taking it personal, even when you personally project it on me. That has something to do with you, not me. And we're doing that because a lot of change, you have to understand, moving forward, it's going to bring out friction. You being bold within your gift, and what you stand for, what you represent, and what you're going to keep aiming for. That's going to trigger a lot of people that want to be just in that vibe of where gimme, but they don't want to work for nothing. It's okay. You keep staying focused and you keep moving on what you need to do yourself for. If I did not answer y'all's daggone comments from different videos and stuff like that, I am truly sorry. I've been getting caught up today. It's been really busy for me. I'm like, girl, you didn't even, usually I go ahead and put all my stuff out and make sure I respond to y'all. But I've been doing so many different things at one time. I forgot. So I apologize if I ain't got back to you. If you sent me some emails and stuff like that, because I've seen a few of them come up. I will get to you eventually, either today or tomorrow. So I do apologize on that. But I will be having Heyoka chat support today, and just talking about different things, you may be struggling with from New Year's and stuff like that, be able to put you on the correct path on what you're trying to do with yourself. So, y'all know I always try to keep it moving and try to bring more positivity towards the channel and platform that I can take advantage of to not just help myself, but help others. So thank you for listening. I hope you have a blessed, prosperous year. This is just the vibes I'm sending out, because I know you're working hard, even when things may be moving slow for you, but it's okay. Because when God gets his step in, you gonna have to just hold on, because it's like you getting pulled back in that slingshot for a reason. If you place you in a slingshot, the only thing you can do is move forward. When you pull it back, it's launching off. So whatever you're trying to manifest is going to be abundantly beautiful for you. It's going to knock you down to your knees, and it's probably going to shut your mouth even when you want to keep on talking. So you keep on going, allow yourself to work on that. And, go ahead and keep going, doing you. It may not be easy, but it's like where you're coming from, what you working for, you're going to understand why you had to go through all this. So you keep moving. I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below, as well as my link to my podcast as well. Like I said, I will be having chat support at 6:30 today, Eastern Standard Time. It's almost like 4:17 here. So it's just going to be a few hours, but hopefully you'll be able to connect with me. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop a line. I would truly love to be able to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. Hopefully you'll be able to connect with me later on chat. And much love to you. God bless. Even through social distancing, make sure you give out love, light, positivity, words, vibe, frequencies. You just never know. All those things can really take you a long way, as well as others as well. So much love. Peace.